try to do these exercises with them. And if you're living absolutely alone, then the solo exercises are in fact good enough. What happens with couple exercises are, of course there is a coordination element there, but it's more fun. So if you can get someone to work out with you, it'll be even better. Alright, so we're ready to do the first exercise, which is on the list.
Yeah, plank and reach.
Plank and reach. So we have shown, the first we'll go with the solo exercises first.
Okay.
Plank and reach is a couple exercise.
Okay.
The solo exercises are very simple exercise. It's like this. This is a jumping jack. Again, land very lightly on your toes. Don't land on your heels, because as your doctors you know that when you land on the heel, that impact will go directly to the knee, you know. But when you land on the forefoot, the ball of your foot, you have this spring here. So the impact on your knee is minimized. You know, your entire body in fact is like a spring. If you see the spine, it is S-shaped. You have the pelvis here that also tilts. You have the knees that is a joint. You have the ankles, and you have 26 bones in your feet, which all are there designed to take the impact if we use them correctly. So, but even when we jump, there needs to be very minimal impact. So if you don't use your foot with all the bones and you land on your heel, you increase the impact of the ground on your entire body. So jumping jacks, very simple exercise, and like I said, even if you can't jump right now, if you have some issue, you can even start by stepping like that. So when you're doing jumping jacks, or just jacks if you're not jumping, the second thing that you add to this is the toe touch, the heel touch, sorry. So what you do is, you bring up your foot and you touch your heel. You can bend a little bit if you want, but it's ideally you don't bend. You bring the leg up and you touch the heel. So at the back and in the front. So this is a coordination exercise, right? You have to coordinate, and you can even try it with your eyes closed. So this will also help you with balance coordination. And then you, of course, you do it with both feet. So again, this toe and this. So again, you do the jumping jack, and if you're jumping, then you touch the toes, like touch the heels with your hands, right? While you're jumping. So this is very, very simple exercise of coordination. So I'm going to show it with Nikita. You have Nikita here from FittQ. Come in the center and show them how to do the jumping jack with the heel touch. There. It's very, very simple. And again, you can make it as quick, as fast as you want, or you can make it as slow as you want. Again, you can use it just using the step. So again, I would say there's nothing very risky in this exercise. It's very basic, very, very simple. Do it at your pace and do it at the level that you want. Okay? Thanks. The next exercise we're going to do, what's the next solo exercise?
It's squat with high knee.
Squat with high knee. So squats, of course, also we have done in a session before. So squats, as we know, again, your feet are your hip width apart on the floor, maybe a little bit more. So again, you have to be comfortable. If you're comfortable with it a little closer, that's okay. Comfortable with it a little wider, it's okay. But generally, people are comfortable when the feet are directly under the hips. Okay. Now you can use your hands for balance in front. Your body should go down. Your hips should go backwards. Okay. Your hips go backwards. Your knees should not come in front. Your hips should go back. Right. So you use your hands for balance. Hips should go in front. Again, you don't need to go all the way. You can go even a little bit. As much as you can manage to keep your balance. No stress on the knee, no strain anywhere. Just go as much as you can comfortably. That is the squat, as we know. And then we do a squat and we do a high knee. Okay? We do a squat and we do a high knee. So again, we bring the knee up as much as we can comfortably. Even if you can do only this much, it's okay. So you do a squat and you do a high knee. You squat and you do high knee. So again, there's coordination. There's also balance involved in it. And again, do only as much as you can. You can also keep your hands in front. There's no rules like that. You have to be comfortable. We don't want you to start the exercise and fall down. So you can keep the hands in front and bring up the knee as well. It's like this. You can do this, or you can put the hands down. Whatever you're comfortable with. That's sure. Okay. So again, as you can see, can you do it in profile? The hips come back. The knees do not go in front of the toe. You should manage that. And go down as much as you want, but do not go deeper than 90 degrees. Your thighs should be parallel to the ground, not below that. Go lower. There's no need to go lower than this, okay? So, even less a squat than this is okay. Squat, just squat a little bit, yeah. That much, come on, yeah. Even that much is okay, as much as you're comfortable. And then bring up your knee alternately, okay? Thanks. What's the next one?
So now we come to the couple exercises.
Okay.
So back to back wall sit hook
Hook squat.
squats.
Okay, so these are the couple exercises, and we have two people with us here today. So, come both of you. So what we're going to do is, we have seen already before in a session the wall sit, which is basically doing a squat against the wall. So now what the two instructors here are going to do is Apurva, Radhika, Nikita, sorry, are going to do the wall sit, but with their backs to each other. So right now they will turn and they will do like a wall sit, but taking the support of each other. So go down to the squat. Yes, exactly. Yeah, and it's the hook squat. So you basically what you do is you go down and hook your arms like this. So you take the support, keep your back straight, go down to the squat again as much as you can, not too much, what you're comfortable with. Now stay in this position, you're stable. Now you need to turn around. So take steps, no, keep in the squat position. Yeah. Now you need to turn around. That's it. Now turn back the same way. Yeah. Clockwise. Very good. That's it. Now try it again. So there is a lot of coordination involved here between two people, and also for you to know which is the best way for you to step, to use your feet to step in this clockwise and anti-clockwise movement. Fantastic, thank you. Was it easy? Okay, so again, it's very easy. These are simple exercises. Anybody can do them, and I think they will be fun as well. So, what's the other couple exercises?
So next is back to back Russian twist.
Okay, back to back Russian twist. So the Russian twist, which we have, I don't know if we've done it in a session before, but again, it's a simple exercise. Come, show them the Russian twist. So we'll show you, one of you show them the Russian twist first. So sit on the ground, And so what you have to do, come in the more in the middle. Is this okay, position? Okay. You have to lift your feet slightly and lift your shoulders and now do the twist. This is the Russian twist, okay? Now if you do it like this, it's quite challenging, but what we're going to do is, we're going to leave the legs on the ground. Yeah, put them slightly ahead. Yeah, no, slightly ahead. Yeah, bend the knees slightly. Again, comfortable, don't feel any strain in your back, don't feel any strain anywhere. Keep your body position like this and now just do the twist. Yeah. So this is the basic thing. As you get stronger, as your core gets stronger, then you can lift your legs. Okay, and you can do the Russian twist. Now what we're going to do is, we're going to do a back-to-back Russian twist. So we will have both of these lovely people together. Just move a little bit ahead so that you're in the center. Yeah. And I will do this more. Now what you have to do is we'll keep the feet on the ground. So in a normal Russian twist, the feet would be off the ground, but you need to be much stronger for the core. But now what we will do is we will reach around and give him the phone. Yeah, so you reach around and take the phone. Very simple, very basic. And you can use anything. You can use a pillow, you can use a phone, you can use a book, you can use anything that you have at home. You can even give a high five. There's no problem if you don't have anything. Alright? Yeah. So this is again a very simple basic exercise. Now see, can you lift your legs? Can you lift your legs? Yeah. Now do it. So this is tough. And yeah, now do it. Yeah. Both hands. Yeah, see? It's very tough. So you can raise the level of intensity, the degree of difficulty is all in your hands. So see, so for example, Nikita's legs on the ground, Apurva's 1 foot. So even if 1 foot is coming up, these are different things. You can put 1 foot off the ground, 1 foot on the ground, and keep it like that till you reach a level of strength and coordination and balance that you can actually keep both the feet off the ground and really do a very, very neat Russian twist. So great, thank you very much. What's the next one?
It's rotational twist. Back to back.
Back to back rotational twist.
Wall set rotation. Wall set rotation.
Huh?
Back to back wall set rotational twist.
Wall set. We won't do that. What's the next one?
Then plank and reach.
Plank and reach. Okay. So again, we've seen the plank. I'll show you again. If I'm sure you all remember. It's basically your elbow has to come below your shoulder on the ground. Here. Can we see? Yeah. Okay. So the plank, we did this in the first session, where you create a position, a body position like a plank, which is very flat. So right from your head to your neck, shoulders, hips, and heels. So it'll be absolutely one line, and you can try to keep this as long as possible. 1 minute is also fantastic, and you can even start in 20 seconds. There's no problem. Now, what you have to do when you're in this position is, when you have a partner, you reach out your hand and tap their hand like this. So now we will show you how to do that. Again, so once you have mastered the plank, and it's a very, very basic position, you can begin to do an exercise like this. So you see, 2 people, both in plank position. One picks up their right hand and taps the other person's right hand. There. This is the plank and reach. Plank and reach. And again, you can do as many claps as you want. You can do 10. You can start with 2. You can do 5, 10, 15. And you can even play a game. Do you know the game? So you can do whatever you want. So main thing is to keep the position of the plank. The plank position has to be constant, and that has to be very, very strong. And then try to move your body as less as possible. So you're in the plank position. When you take off your hand, obviously your body will move like this. It has to move as little as possible. So as you get stronger, your body will be more and more stable. So that is what you need to look for. Okay? Alright, thank you. Is there another one? That's it?
Surya Namaskar.
Then we have, last we have the Surya Namaskar. All of us know the Surya Namaskar, I'm sure you've seen it. And it's a very, very popular exercise, not only in India, but all over the world. And again, there are degrees of difficulty that you can incorporate into the Surya Namaskar. Now, I know Surya Namaskars are done sometimes very, very slowly, and sometimes they're done very, very fast. So you may have also seen both. You may have seen people doing Surya Namaskar very slowly. You may have seen them doing it very, very fast, almost like a cardio exercise. And some are very, very slow, focusing on each position, focusing on the breathing, feeling the movement, feeling the balance, where your hands are, where your shoulders, where is the stomach, feeling that the core is tight, the glutes are tight, feeling each and every muscle in each and every position. So the Surya Namaskar can actually be used for a variety of fitness parameters, to improve a variety of fitness parameters, balance, flexibility, coordination, endurance. It's absolutely strength. It's an amazing, amazing exercise. So we'll show you the Surya Namaskar. So as I was mentioning earlier, even the touching the toes, which is not so easy for me, but I mean I can just barely do it. Again, bouncing is something that we should not do. Okay, never bounce like this until you become very strong. Your core is very, very strong. Your muscles are loose. Then jerky movements and bouncing may be something that you can do, but it is never recommended. So you want to touch your toes. You know that you have to keep the back straight. Don't curve the back. Keep the back straight. The glutes out, the buttocks out, legs straight, and keeping the back straight as much as possible. Go as low as you can. Feel the strain only here. There should be no strain here. And then, so sometimes you'll start, maybe you can go only this much. You don't know. Because as I said, as you grow older, these muscles become very tight. All your muscles become tight. But the hamstrings and the glutes especially, Because we sit for a long time, these muscles become very tight. So sometimes you get up and maybe you've not tried to touch your toes for many years and you suddenly try and you say, oh, I can go only this much. A lot of people can go only this much. But very gradually, as you do it every day, you stretch it more and more. And again, remember, not stretching the back, you're stretching the glutes and you're stretching the hamstrings. Okay? Slowly, it will improve. The muscles will relax. They will lengthen. Go back to the original length that they used to be. And then slowly you will be able to touch the floor with your fingers. And that is something, this is basic, that touching the toe with your floor with your fingers. Otherwise, of course, then you could touch it with your fist, then you touch it with your palm, then you touch your head to your knees. I mean, again, it's limitless. Then you can put your head between your knees and look at the ground, floor, sky. You can go to whatever limit you want. Okay. Now the Surya Namaskar is 12 counts, it's 12 positions, and it starts in the Namaskar position, and we all know that. And again, just to show you, we'll try to show you the correct positions for everything, but the idea is to do it comfortably, okay? Again, you are making your body look at it as movements. This is not something that you have to be perfect at the first time you do it. We will, of course, strive for perfection. And nobody is ever perfect. Nobody is ever perfect. Nobody will ever say that I am perfect. If they do, I mean, great for them. But mostly, we are always striving to get better, striving for perfection. Perfection is something that you always strive for but never reach. Okay? So, whatever level you're at, we start like this, position number 1, and then we go into stretching upwards and backwards. Now, if you can't stretch this much, just stretch upwards and not backwards. Even if it's this much, this is fine. Now, what you have to remember is all the muscles have to be alert. They have to be tight. Don't cramp them, but just keep them tight and keep them alert. Your core, your buttocks, your legs, your knees are locked. And stretch up, stretch as much as you can. Just stretch as much as you can. As much as you can. Remember, again, you may not look like this, it doesn't matter. Alright? So this is the position, and from this position we go into touching the toes again. Now if you want to touch the ground, and you have to because you have to get onto the ground, you can bend your knees a little bit. Bend your knees a little bit, yeah. Bend your knees a little bit, be comfortable. Remember again, do not feel any stress in your back. You can feel the stretch only in the glutes and the hamstrings. That is where you're supposed to feel it. So this position from here, you go into taking one leg, stretching it back. Again, slowly, you don't need to jump. Very, very gradually, you can just take your leg back slowly and take it back. So again, you can go down, no, go down a little bit. No, before, just come up. Yeah, come up. Fully, yeah. Now bend your knees. Yeah, go down. Now take your leg slowly back. Slowly, yeah, very slowly. Gradually. This is what you need to do. And look in front. Okay. Now, there's more and more pressure coming on your hands. So now take the other leg back slowly. Yeah. Now a lot of people do this in jumps. They do every position, they jump into that position. It's a very, very fast movement. But you can go as slow as you want. Feel the movement, feel which muscles are being engaged. See how you're breathing. Keep your breathing very, very normal, very relaxed. That is what we want to have. Okay, alright. So once you're in this position, now you do what they call, I think, downward dog. So you Ashtangasana, okay. So go into Ashtangasana. Okay, go down. So here you have to, so it's like a push-up, but this is of course like the Indian version of it, where your knees are touching the ground, your hips are raised, your chest is touching the ground, your hands are touching the ground, and your forehead, is your forehead touching the ground? Yes. Your forehead is touching the ground. Okay, so these are the points at which your body is touching the ground, so your hips are not touching. Okay? Then you go into Bhujangasana. And throughout all this, again, remember, very normal breathing, very comfortable breathing. This is Bhujangasana. It's a great stretch for the back. You can see the back is being stretched. Again, there is pressure on the hands. You try to look up as much as possible. Now don't look up, just look in front. Yeah. If you feel any stress on your neck, just look in front. Again, gradually, till you feel any kind of pain. There should be no pain. Don't feel any pain. Okay? So this now, of course, people can go right back and look at the sky. That is again something that you will strive for. Okay, then from Bhujangasana you go into? Okay, which I think in English they call downward dog.
Downward dog, yes.
Okay, so in this position now you can see how amazing the flexibility is here. The heels are touching the ground, okay? And normally we would do this barefoot. The heels are touching the ground, the hands are on the ground, and the hips are pointed towards the ceiling. Now again, maybe you can't do it perfectly like the way it is here. And your head, your shoulders are actually being stretched. If you can see, your head is going between the shoulders and the shoulders are being stretched. So you feel the stretch all the way down the leg. You feel the stretch all the way on the upper back and down on the shoulders and the elbows all the way down to the hand. So again, it's not necessary that you do it so perfectly. So let's put your hands a little bit in front. Yeah. It could even be like this. Try to stretch. Again, you're trying to stretch the glutes and the hamstrings as much as you can. No pressure on the lower back. And you try to stretch the shoulders as much as you can. So now go slightly inside. Yeah, slowly.
Sorry.
Yeah, they get scared. Slowly you try to stretch the shoulders so that your arms can go behind your head. Right? So, thanks. Now we go to the next position, which is? Yeah, so now we are reversing, coming back into the first position. So you bring your foot in front again slowly. Try to put it between your hands, but again that may not be possible. So bring it a little bit behind. Yeah, it might only come up till here. It again depends on your hip flexibility and of course your shoulder flexibility and your arm strength and all of that. You might be able to bring your foot only here or even less than this. It doesn't matter. As you progress with the exercise, as you're regular, your foot will come further and further in front till finally it will come to between your hands. Yeah. And then you bring the other, then you look up in front, again stretch, feel the position, breathe, feel it, feel where the stretch is happening, let it stretch out and relax comfortably. Now bring the other leg in and keep your hands on the ground. Again, maybe you can't keep your hands on the ground, it's okay, bring the leg, see, Nikita of course can touch her forehead to her knees, but I can't do that. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't mean that I'm a useless person. It means that I have a lot of improvement that I can look forward to. Okay? So once we're in that position, again feel the stretch in all the muscles, and then go back again into the first upward stretch. Again, you stretch as much as you can. If you can't go back, just go upwards. It's okay. Breathe, most important, and then go back into the Namaskar position. So this, thank you. The Surya Namaskar, of course, is a complete exercise in terms of coordination, strength, flexibility, even endurance, intensity, cardio. All these things can be built into it, but it is actually a great exercise to bring the mind and body together. Because you can do it at whatever speed you want, whatever intensity you want. You can decide how to deal with that. So you can do it very, very, very slowly and just focus on the breathing and how it's making you feel and all your muscles. So again, discover your muscles. Where you have muscles and where you don't have muscles. You have muscles everywhere. So to discover that, the Surya Namaskar is a fantastic exercise.